What was it like in 1988 to break that streak? What was it like to be the team that kind of ended, at least for a short minute, Scott, the dominance of BYU? Especially for a guy that grew up where you grew up.
Well, first of all, it was really hard to be on the losing end of it forever.
Right.
And it wasn't that you lost, it was their attitude about how they felt about you. Like, Utah's not a rival. Utah's not even a team that is the hardest one on our schedule. We don't even take them serious. They're no different than, our rival, quite frankly, is Air Force. That's the toughest game of the Air Force. This is BYU. And so it was really offensive. And it was really frustrating to hear that, because it was true. And what really turned it around, what really shaped it was the year before we lost by a field goal. And we knew we could hang with them. We knew we could actually beat them. And we did. We went into the offseason believing that we could actually win the game. And it was kind of from that loss where we just knew, okay. And so there was this mindset of, we have at least some hope that we can beat this game. And then everything just went perfect. I mean, we had, it was just, now mind you, we knew exactly what they were doing on every snap on defense, and that helped, but everyone was just on. We just beat them.
You beat them good.
Yeah.
And I've been asking this. I saw a little piece, CBS Sports this morning put out a piece. College football turns 150 years old this year. And so they put out 25 iconic moments in college football history. Not just in games, but just moments in college football. Could be something like, the Hail Flutie, or it could be Newt Rockne dying in a plane crash. Utah BYU turns 100 this year. It's the 100th meeting. Well, if you believe Utah, BYU doesn't want to believe some of those games happened, but Utah says it's the 100th meeting this year. Utah 61-34-4. If I ask you, and you grew up in Springville, not far away, part of the rivalry, the whole thing, you played in it, you've been around it, give me the most iconic moment for you in the rivalry's history.
Oh, wow.
And it might be 1988 for you. Maybe that's it, or maybe it's something else.
Here's the challenge for me. So, growing up in Utah County and growing up a BYU fan, like I remember 80. I guess it would be 80. It was the fall of '84, it would be the year after the national championship year. Utah played in Provo, and it was a really close game, and it looked like Utah was going to win. And there was this massive snowstorm. Larry Egger was the quarterback. It was a close back and forth game through everything. For some reason, that one always sticks out to me. But really, for me, it really was the game that I played in. I mean, it was that was like, we knew everything they were going to do on defense, and we had a game plan for it, and so everyone offensively walked into that game with 100% confidence. There was not even a question mark. And BYU's philosophy was, we don't change anything. Like, we're going to just line up. We believe we're better than you, and we're just going to let our athletes play. And there was no disguise. There was no changing things up. And so you knew every coverage, every front you were getting all the time. You walked out of the huddle and go, here it is. And you walked the line of scrimmage, there it is. And so we picked plays and scenarios where, it was almost like we were looking to hit a home run on every single play we called.
And you did.
Yeah, and we did. And it was one of those magical days. And of course, for me, it's like, I took a lot of flack for leaving and not going to BYU. And there are people today that still hate me because of that. And so it was a revenge. It was a sweetness that, you don't get every day of your life. So I just really appreciated that. And and that whole experience. I don't know that there's a memory that I can really think of that tops that, at least for me.
Well, yeah, that's pretty personal for you. Catch him on game days with me. He's my color analyst. He's one of the greats in Utah football history. And, of course, catch him nightly with Alex Curie over on KSL. It's Scott Mitchell. 21 days, buddy. I hope it's a quick 21 for you and I, and then we'll be down in your neck of the woods.
I drive by the stadium on occasion, and I just my mind goes to that game. I can't wait. It'll be awesome.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
Thanks, Scott. Scott Mitchell with us here on the Bill Riley Show.